Pump both feet, you gotta pump both feet. Pump faster. But I had the Peggy run because I wrote the story.
Sure.
And they came out to see me and they said, no, get it all back like it was so people would come here, meet you, the author, see your childhood home, how you created the story, and la-di-da-da-da.
Dude.
How Peggy's Cove got its name, and this is where he talks about the shipwreck and the young woman whose name was Margaret, and they all called her Peggy. And then this is where these two ladies from North Dakota came here, and Bruce and I interviewed them. And it's called Who Put the Peggy in Peggy's Cove? This is Nova Scotia history with a twist. They said this is Peggy when she grew up. That, like I said, she was a little girl too young to remember her name. Miraculously washed ashore, and they called her Peggy. And everybody around the bay would say, let's go see Peggy of the Cove. So they gave her the title, and eventually they named it Peggy's Cove. They said it's true. Bill DeGar says there's no historical documents to prove it. The locals say it's a bunch of hogwash. There is the hat. This would be her face, her shoulders, doesn't have any arms, her waist, and her long gown.
Mm-hmm.
I started the story with Peggy at age 8, but she has a memory loss. This is chapter 1 of my first book in the children's version. This is the storm coming, and this is Halibut Rock, which lays just off from the lighthouse. I don't know if were you down there?
Yeah.
You see the waves breaking right out here?
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
Halibut Rock. You don't see the rock. It's just below the surface. The storm gets larger through the night. The captain sends everybody below, and they hit the rock. The ship breaks up through the night. Everybody gets washed over. Peggy finds a barrel, gets rescued at daybreak when she washed ashore, and it's supposed to be in October. This is where they rush her up to the nearest home, and she can't remember anything. She has the trauma she causes her memory loss. She's so exhausted she falls asleep. Mary was up at noon to check on her. Peggy just woke up. Mary asked if she could remember her name. She said no, so she suggests they call her Peggy. And she said okay. And Mary said, when you were sleeping, the whole village and said, I should be the one to take you. You have my little girl Elizabeth's night dress on. It fits you perfectly. Right. She died 2 years ago, and I haven't touched her room since. So if you come and live with us, all of her things will be yours. Will you come home with me? So this is Peggy accepting Mary's invitation. She takes her to her home, starts to show her through the house, in charge of the 3 sons. A minute later, the door opens up and in walks this big man. Mary said, you gotta meet my husband, John. And she looks and she goes, oh, because she recognizes John's the one that rescued her.
No.
This is her now standing on the shore, wondering who she is and where she's from.